Watermelon, Felon, Ellen. So, yeah, it's I posted a video on Facebook, and it's of it's talking about a guy who he was a Street Fighter player. Okay, he's well known for he's well known in the fighting game community as Filipino champ or F champ. And I played a lot of Street Fighter, and I used to play Dhalsim, which is the same. Filipino champ he's a well-known Dhalsim player. I used to play Dhalsim as well because of him actually. But I was pretty good. I mean, on Street Fighter 6, I played 400 hours of Street Fighter 6, and I managed the highest ranking I got. I think I was 6th or maybe 7th. It was definitely 7th. So the 7th is the highest number I can remember in the UK, in the United Kingdom. So when the game came out, I played 400 hours, and I got quite a high ranking with Dhalsim. I haven't played since then. I haven't switched on my big computer for about a year, so I haven't had time. Because I have to spend all my time trying to explain to people who I am. I'm good. But anyways, there's the video about Filipino champ. It's called F champ, right? Interesting name, right? But the interesting thing is that the person he's with is a transsexual called Ricky. So Ricky was a guy called Ricky Ortiz. And what's really interesting about that is because there was a guy I used to hang around with a lot, years and years and years ago. I'm talking like 10 years ago or longer. I knew a guy called Patrick, and I knew him since my late teenage years, I think, or early 20s. So, and I hung around. I knew him for, well, he's a real piece of shit. Okay, but anyways. I hate him, and he hates me as well. He's a thief, is what he is. Immoral, evil, yeah, all that stuff. Anyways, so F-Champ, his girlfriend, his transsexual girlfriend, I suppose. It's called Ricky. That is quite funny, right? It's quite funny. Anyways, because what's his name? Patrick. Yeah, Patrick. Rick. Yeah. Pat could mean, that's the thing, right? The name Pa is in Patrick, right? So Pa can mean dad. It can mean Papa, and some people would say it even means father. Even though I told people to keep the name father for me, God. Anyways, moving on. So F-Champ, Filipino champ. He got banned from all the tournaments, right? So nobody wanted him to go to tournaments anymore. Well, that's the thing. I used to play at Street Fighter tournaments back when I lived in Brighton. And they all hated me as well. They didn't like me for things I said or did. So there are a whole bunch of reasons why they hated me, but the fact is I'm God and they hate God. That's the thing, right? I'm going to make another video after this, and I'm going to say, well, isn't it interesting how many people think, they hate, so racism is considered evil, isn't it, by people? That's what the world believes. But this is an interesting thing, right? Because, if you look at the definition of racism, and then you go read the Old Testament and the New Testament, we do get the impression that God is racist. We do get the impression that God doesn't like everybody. do you think maybe that's the truth? Yeah. So why is it so many people hate God then, do you think? Well, the fact is the world wants to trap God. That's me. The world hates me, and it hates me so much it wants to kill me. Oh yeah, what happened? Oh yeah, that's right, they did kill me last time, didn't they? And then I rose from the dead, and I said, fuck you, bitch. Well, I said it now anyway. But you cannot. That's the thing, the world hates God. Yeah. And the fact is, that phrase, the world hates God. Just because you hate doesn't make you God. Yeah. I'm God and I hate the world. The world's a piece of shit. Okay? Alright, I need to get a drink. Well, it's true. The world is, that's the thing. People call the world Earth. And the Earth is soil. And soil is shit. Yeah? Because, you ever heard the expression, hey, have you soiled yourself? Have you soiled your pants? You shit yourself? Excuse me. Got my can of Monster. Anyways. Whew. Oh. Ooh. Very sweet. Yeah. Anyways. Oh. Got my Marlboro Red. I'm not sure, I might not buy any more of these. I bought them to make a point really, but more than anything else. That was it. I'm the Red Dragon. I'm angry. I'm God. I'm Satan. I don't like the world. I'm going to destroy the world. You can choose to be of my spirit, or you can be destroyed. That was the the spirit of Jesus, right? So, who I was 2,000 years ago. I said, be of my spirit, yeah? No, I'm God. And I don't want people pretending they're me. I want people to love and forgive, okay? Do not judge. Do not judge. Yeah, and what did the world do? The Filipino champ video is a perfect example, right? So, that's the thing, right? So what he did, he, he's Filipino. He's, he's a migrant, isn't he? Yeah? Yeah? I mean, I watched the video, he was doing a live stream and he's just like, Granted. Well, Grant's my name, right? Anyways, he posted something on Twitter, which it was called Twitter back then, yeah. And he posted a picture of a watermelon, and he said hashtag watermelon lives matter. I mean, I think it was like a weird looking watermelon or something like that. It was a stupid joke, right? But the funniest thing is, like, everyone just goes off at him, like, how dare you? How dare you say such a thing? Until he got banned from all the tournaments. Flippin' heck. I mean, it doesn't take much, does it? To get cancelled. But that's the thing, right? I'm God. What part of the Old Testament and the New Testament, okay? There were lots of different groups of people, right? I told all kinds of stories and parables, talking about trees and, how a tree, like a lineage, right? Like a group of people can be, like a tree can represent, the idea of a tree can represent a group of people, right? And sometimes you get, and I told the Israelites, don't mix with other people. I said, don't do it. Because there are evil people everywhere in this world, and if you want to, other things, if you get mixed with evil people and you go whoring after their gods, their false gods, that's what I told people, so, it's interesting, isn't it? So this is a really interesting topic, isn't it? Because I say I'm God, right? And not to mention people have accused me of being racist as well. And the point I'm trying to make here is, well, God is racist. I mean, did you not notice? No? I mean, it's not about, the thing is, I died on the cross as Jesus, right? And I said, anybody can be forgiven. Anybody who loves me, right? I said anyone can become saved, right? I mean, that's the thing, right? So if you're black, you can be saved. If you love me, yeah? But the fact is that different groups of people behave differently, okay? Chinese people act like Chinese people do. African people, well, obviously there's different African countries, but, yeah. Well, there are definitely different countries with black people in them, and they don't all act the same, even though they have the same skin color, but they're of different, they're different tribes, they're different people, right, within a group of black people, I suppose. But yeah, I wouldn't say everybody's the same, but there are certain, that's the thing, right? You know how if you go wandering in the woods or the forest, right, and you look at, you see a mushroom growing out of the ground, and you see another, you begin to know which ones are, you look at them and you go, right, yeah, you probably shouldn't eat that one because it's probably poisonous. And that one over there, yeah, pretty sure that one's safe to eat. And it's the same, do you know what I mean? Like if you see a frog, is it does it look poisonous? Does it look, or does it look non-poison? Do you know what I mean? Like you begin to look at things and there are indications that tell you whether something is, that's the thing, you have to, there are clues, but the clues don't always, like I said, you can't say everybody is the same, people do make, well, that's the thing, I can't say, everybody from a certain group of people is. I'm not going to say every one of them is going to be evil. Okay, I'm telling you, 99% of people in this world are evil. Okay, I really mean it. I feel that is the case. I really do, and that includes white people. Demons. I don't. For me, the skin color thing, well, it doesn't really make a lot of difference, really. Whether you're white or you're black or you're brown or yellow. I mean, because to be quite honest, most people are evil. Okay? But there is a small number of people that will be saved. And what percentage of them are going to be white, and what percentage of them are going to be black, and what percentage of them are going to be brown? Well, I think, white is probably going to be the most common color, I would say. Okay? because Adam and Eve were white, and I'm white. Jesus was white. The Israelites, the Hebrews, were white. Now, a lot of people argue that, they would say that's not the case. But I say, I'm God, and there were already people on this planet before white people. I put white people on this planet, okay? I created them as Adam and Eve, okay? Adam and Eve were the start of, that's the story, okay? The Bible is about them, okay? The Old Testament is about them, okay? And so, I said that, everybody in the world is evil, basically. I just said, well, do you know what I mean? Pretty much. I mean, that was the case. Like, pretty much nobody's perfect. And, that the world is full of evil people. And, and there were many white people who I deemed to be evil. Okay, and so, you know the story, right? The Old Testament, read the book of Genesis. How many white people was I disappointed with? I was like, nope, not you. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was Cain, all right, who's a murderer. I wasn't happy with Adam and Eve. I wasn't happy with Cain. Noah, I liked Noah. And then there was Abraham, but to tell you the truth, Abraham has become my enemy. He's actually my enemy. So, that's the truth. And, yeah, it's the thing about Abraham. He wants to be good. Yeah, funny, huh? How funny is that? But I mean, it is ridiculous that this world has got to the point now where a guy can say watermelon lives matter as a joke. And everyone gets, lots of black people get really unhappy about it. And all, black people and other people who are, they're very touchy about, they really don't like, they like to, I see that as, it's basically bullying. It's bullying somebody for no good reason, really. I mean, that's the thing, right? The word watermelon, well, it's a fruit. You know what I said? I said, you shall know them by their fruits. Yeah, I said that, didn't I? Watermelon. Well, there's always that joke, isn't there? And, well, there's some truth to it. I'm not, they do say that, well, a lot of black people do like eating watermelon and chicken and, yeah, stuff like that. I mean, obviously not all black people do that, but, that's what people say, right? That's what, and apparently a lot of black people do like eating watermelon, okay? Personally, I don't eat much watermelon. I've eaten some. I don't really eat a lot of fruit at all, to be honest. I should probably eat more. Anyway, but the thing is, Elon Musk. Well, that's the thing. I'm Elon, right? I'm Ellen. I'm Elon. E-L means God. And on, well, that's the thing, right? I'm God and I sit on top of the universe. So I'm God who sits on top of the universe. I'm El-on, right? And so, the story about the red dragon, it tries to spew water out of its mouth to chase after the woman that flees into the wilderness, yeah? And the earth opened its mouth and swallowed up the water. That, it swallowed up the torrents of water, right? Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Watermelon, right? So watermelon. Well, it's a word trying to steal my water. Yeah, it's a word that's trying to steal water from me. Now, water is, I'm the fountain of living waters. I'm God. I am the fountain of living waters. You know what it says in chapter 22 of the book of Revelation? It says, God sits on his white throne, yeah, and there's the water that comes out beneath the throne, right? The water comes out from his throne, right? Water, M, Elon, right? The M is butt, right? The M is shaped like a butt. So water, butt, L, on, right? And the story in the book of Revelation in chapter 22, I'll go on, I'll read it to you, shall I? Make life a little bit easier here. 22. Okay, Revelation 22 verse 1. Then the angel showed me the river of the water of life, as clear as crystal, flowing from the throne of God and of the Lamb down the middle of the great street of the city. On each side of the river stood the tree of life, bearing 12 crops of fruit, yielding its fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree are for the healing of the nations. No longer will there be any curse. The throne of God and of the Lamb will be in the city, and his servants will serve him. They will see his face. And his name will be on their foreheads. There will be no more night. They will not need the light of a lamp or the light of the sun, for the Lord God will give them light, and they will reign forever and ever. So where did it say about the white throne then? There was a yeah, it's around here somewhere. Hang on. Yeah, it's in here somewhere. Yeah. So, Book of Revelation, chapter 20, verse 11. Then I saw a great white throne, and him who was seated on it. Yeah, great white throne. Yeah, you don't really see that phrase very often, do you? Great white. I mean, well, there's the great white shark, isn't there? The great white shark, the predator, the big fish with the sharp teeth, the great Jaws. That's right, Jaws. Yeah. Anyways, so look at that. So you got my brown Bible here. Yeah. Yeah, and I got my black Bible here. Yeah, goat skin. Black goat skin. Yeah. So, it's easy to say that well, that's the thing, that's why witches, well, it's easy for, because demons, they twist words, right? I mean, the thing is, the word back is in the word black. Yeah. What a demon does is say, yeah, the Bible's about brown people. And, they buy themselves a brown Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many Bibles have you seen with a white cover? Yeah. But then, do not judge a book by its cover. And I said, do not judge, right? I said, do not judge. Do not judge a book by its cover. Yeah? Babble, babble, babble. I mean, it's the thing. I'm God. I'm white. Okay? Jesus was white. Adam and Eve were white. The Israelites were white. The Hebrews were white. How many people in this world do you think will go totally bananas? Yeah? When they know that. I mean, there's a lot of people who don't like that. That makes them mad. Right? And they're the same people. I mean, think about it. Think about it, right? Because, you know, how many black people, I mean, obviously, you know, there's the group of people called they call themselves the Hebrew Israelites. Which is a witchy thing to do, really, because the Hebrews weren't Israelites. Okay? The Israelites' ancestors were Hebrews, yeah. But the Hebrews weren't Israelites. No, they weren't. So it's a stupid thing to say, for a start. Because the thing is, right, is you put the word Hebrew before the word Israelite. So what you've done is you've given priority to the word Hebrew over the word Israelite. Yeah? That's what you've done. Because the word Hebrew came before the word Israelite. Yeah? It's a witch thing to do. Okay? That's how this is how word magic works. Okay? You know, it's like I got a pack of cigarettes here, you know? It says Marlboro Red. Well, you know, I read the book, didn't I? I read from this book, but apparently Marlboro is red. Do you understand what I'm saying? Marlboro it's before the word red. Yeah, my name's not Marlboro. Is it? I mean, demons would love to call me Marlboro. Yeah, they'd be like, oh yeah, his name's Marlboro. That's good, but yeah, you know, that's why do you think man has tried to reduce God to the letter X? You know, like Xmas, you know, Christmas, yeah? So everyone wants to pretend that God is X. And then people want to sleep around and have, you know, X's and X's and X's and X's and X, 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 X. Oh, yeah. Isn't that interesting? So, you know, pornography, you know, is associated with X, 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 yeah? So you're saying that God is X. That's what the world is doing. You understand? The world wants to believe God is X. And then they sit there all day watching pornography. Yeah, and shagging around. Thinking they're God. Yeah? Oh, I'm so bored of explaining all this stuff. But this is the thing, right? Because, you know, who talks about racism the most? You know what I mean? Like, who goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on about it? The fact is that, you know, I said that I would bless people. I blessed the Hebrews. I blessed the Israelites. You know, I blessed the Israelites. You know, I blessed people. You know, I'm God. That's what I did. If they loved me and they listened to me and they did what I told them to do, I said I would bless them. I would bless them. Okay? There are certain people in this world who've really seemed to have no blessings really going on. Do you know what I mean? They have very few blessings, okay? Their blessings, I mean, look at the world. Look at all the different countries in the world, okay? And ask yourselves, who was blessed and who was not blessed, okay? There are reasons for all of that, okay? I said to the Israelites when they went, right, I said that I would always look out for them. I would always, you know, as long as they didn't abandon me, right, I said that I would always, you know, they could always come back to me and I would bless them, okay? That's what I said, right, you know, thousands of years ago, okay? Obviously, Judgment Day has to happen, okay? People have to be judged for all their evil deeds, okay? But, you know, that's the thing. Who are the most blessed people in this world and who are the least blessed people in this world? Okay? You shall know them by their fruits. Okay? And I'm not just talking about watermelons, okay? Or apples and pears and oranges. Or strawberries. Oh, excuse them, wow. But this is the thing, right? So, you know, the situation in my country, well, that's the thing, you know, racism is seen as a punishable offense, okay? You know, obviously the definition of racism is very, what is it exactly? You know, the world has decided what that word means. And obviously it's kind of changed over the decades. It's sort of shifted, hasn't it? You know, there's some groups of people who say, we can't be racist. There's no such thing as reverse racism. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no, that's total rubbish. That is rubbish. Okay? Everyone can be racist, right? Everyone, I mean, that's the thing, right? Because, you know, that's the thing. There's all these different groups of people, and they want to play the game of victim. You know, they want to play victim cards and say, yeah, but we're this color, so, you know, we should get priority of this. You know, you should make amends for this and that, and give us some money, and, you know, you should have understanding for us, but don't dare criticize us in any kind of way. So, you know, it's a very unfair. If you have a debate, right? If you go to a debate and then you put sellotape over the other person's mouth, then it's not a debate. You know, you're basically going to sit there and try to pretend it's a fair debate. It's not. It's not a fair debate. Okay. That's the thing, you know, that's the problem. It's wrong. So, you know, this is a serious problem in this world, okay? Because people, I mean, I'm not to say, you know, obviously there are people who say some very vile, nasty, racist things, you know, what you would call racist, right? And, you know, that's the thing, there are people who are very evil about it, and they say some very evil, nasty, horrible things. I'm God. I said, you know, love your enemy. I didn't say, you know, harass people, and, you know, I didn't say be horribly nasty to your enemies, you know, and say all kinds of, you know, if something has to be said, if it's the truth and something needs to be said, then I want it to be said. But, you know, I don't want people just to be nasty to one another for the sake of, you know, just, you know, that's, you know, I didn't say be horrible and nasty to one another. You know, I said love one another. I didn't say be a horrible piece of shit. Okay? So, you know, but the fact is, okay, that I'm God, and I said to people, right, and it's in the Old Testament and it's in the New Testament, I said there are lots of evil people in this world. Most people are evil. And I said that particular groups of people, they tend to be evil people. Okay? And that is you know, so by the world's definition, God is racist. Okay? By the world's definition, God is racist. And that means that the world wants to imprison God. That's me. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't it really weird how the word racism is, you know, what's the thing, what's a race? You know, what does the word race mean, you know? Guys like to race, don't they? They like to race their cars, their motorbikes, all that kind of stuff, you know. They want to compete with each other, you know. You got Formula One, you got Lewis Hamilton. You know, why do you think Lewis Hamilton That's the thing. He's a witch, right? Lewis Hamilton, the black Formula One driver. You know, he was doing all these, you know, trying to get everyone to kneel down to Black Lives Matter. You know, he wanted every single race, he wanted to put his fist in the air, his communist fist in the air, and say, Black Lives Matter. You know, why he's got billions of pounds in the bank, right? I mean, filthy rich, by the way. And he's a witch. That's all he is, a witch. An evil piece of garbage. The funny thing is, I used to like him. When he first started racing in Formula One, that's when I started watching Formula One. And I used to support him until I realised what a piece of dog shit he is. And I was like, no. Yeah, that's the thing. I used to have black friends as well. When I was in my late teens and early 20s, there were 3 guys I used to hang with. Well, there were 4 guys I used to hang around with a lot. There was a white guy called Patrick, and then there was a guy called Liam Johnson. He was I don't know. He was half Dutch, right? So his dad was white Dutch, and his mum was black. And there was another black guy from Grenada called Joel Gentle, and I tell you what, he was anything but gentle. He was a real fucking rough guy. He punched his way through my front door once, and the police turned up with a police dog, and I had to tell him to go away. And there was Joe, he was a white guy. I used to hang around them all the time, like multiple times a week. You know, they just come around my place all the time. When I lived in Brighton, you know, the gay capital of the United Kingdom. Yeah, I lived there for nearly about 19 years, 20 years. It probably was 19 years, actually. I wouldn't be surprised at all. It's a magic number, you see. But let's not get into that. Anyways. Yeah. So, you know, I didn't say... But the fact is, I'm God. Yeah? I reserve the right to say whatever I want to say. If I want to tell someone something really nasty and horrible to their face, well, I'm God. I make the rules. I don't have to be that way. I prefer not to be that way, actually. I prefer not to be that way. But do you know what? I've got a lot of hatred for people. I really do. And people have a lot of hatred for me. That's why I have so much hatred for them. So I would like to, make myself clear that God doesn't like everybody. Yeah? I don't like everybody. In fact, I don't have any friends at all. So, yeah, I don't know anybody I like. I mean, the fact is that, white people, well, they tend to be, white people have been blessed, and, they tend to, I blessed white people. Those who didn't forget me, right? But the fact is that white people as a group they've been blessed more than anybody else. But obviously right now, what's happening? Well, all the migrants are coming across. Yeah, that's the thing. My name is Grant. Okay, so all the migrants want to come here now. Yeah, they all want to take. That's the thing. I was born in 1987, and since then the population has looks totally different. Yeah, the migrants, they all want to come here. Yeah, it's because of witchcraft. That's why. The migrants are trying to absorb my power. Right? They're trying to pretend they're me. In fact, I'm thinking about going to another country myself. I might go to Dubai. I might just sell everything and leave. You know what I mean? I don't have to stay in this country if I don't want to. Do I? I mean, I would prefer if people just acknowledge that as God, and we can get things sorted. But people don't seem to want to do that, so I have to see how things. I have to see what happens. I'm really tired of all these. I mean, that's the thing, right? Because there's obviously these different groups. You have there's the LGBT community. They want their, they want their, they want to dictate. They want to ask for laws to be changed. They want to be protected from any criticism or anything like that. Well, obviously, I'm God, and obviously, I said what I said, right? I said what I said. And you were supposed to put me first. Your sexuality, sex is not something you put before God, ever. That, it doesn't matter if you're straight or you're gay or whatever, right? Or any other LGBT, whatever, right? You're always supposed to put God first, but you don't. That's the thing. You didn't. If you're part of the LGBT community, well, basically you put your sexuality before God. Basically, right? And obviously, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good when you put your sexual desires before God. Yeah? I created you, so how am I supposed to feel about that? How am I supposed to feel about that? You're supposed to put me first because I made you. Yeah? The things that make you happy, I made that as well. But you put me last. Yeah? Or you don't love me at all. You don't even acknowledge me. You hate me. You curse me. So, I mean, that's the other thing, right? Because, the LGBT community is represented by the rainbow. Yeah? I've got such a hairy neck. I really need to shave my head and my neck. But this is the thing, right? So people have associated the rainbow with black and brown as well. Is my eye all wonky? Yeah, I think it is. You seen Pennywise? So. Anyways, staring at screens for so fucking long. Yeah, the rainbow. Well, this is the thing, right? I said to Noah, I said, never will I ever flood the world again to kill all people, right? If you ask me, people always say, well, how could God have flooded the entire planet and blah, 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 blah. Look, I flooded, that's the thing, these are a particular group of people, right? I flooded a particular group of people, okay? I was concerned with the descendants of Adam and Eve, okay? I wasn't talking about, and the book was about them, okay? The word for world is the same, eretz in Hebrew. It's the same for land, okay? So it doesn't mean, so it can mean either a small plot of land or it can mean the entire world, okay? People don't really have much of an imagination, do they? People are very lazy, obviously, because they hate the truth. They don't want to know, but they don't care. They really don't care. Anyways, the rainbow. I said to Noah, I said, never will I ever flood all of the land to kill a bunch of people, right? I said, I said there would be my sign in heaven, a rainbow. Okay, so now, that's the thing. That's the thing. The idea of the rainbow is it's high up in the sky, and then the LGBT community, they want to be the rainbow, and black and brown people want to be the rainbow, right? Do you understand? I guess you could throw in yellow people as well, but whatever. What part? Well, yellow is, I suppose, it is part of the rainbow, isn't it? But black and brown, not so. You know, that's the thing. Black and brown. I mean, does this look like a rainbow to you? Does that colour look like a rainbow? Let me see. Hang on. Look. I've got my rainbow hat here. Yeah. So we got. What colours have we got here? We got purple. Right. We've got purple at the top. You probably can't see it very well. Purple, blue, like green, and a light blue, yellow, orange, pink, red. Do you know what I mean? Like, I assume those are the colours. You know, obviously, there are, but that's the thing. Brown, you don't see it in the rainbow. So then why have they, why? But that's the thing, right? Because you said that, it's a form of, it's word magic, is what it is, okay? It's the world trying to elevate itself, okay? Because that's the thing, right? The ground, the soil is brown, yeah? The world wants to be God. The world wants to sit on my throne, right? I told people not to do any of that, okay? I told people not to elevate themselves. That's the thing. The world, that's white people, black people, brown people, yellow people. They all try to do the same. There are billions and billions and billions of people all trying to sit on my throne. Okay? Then they do it through word magic like that. Yeah? Like saying brown is rainbow. Yeah? Or black is rainbow. Yeah? Because the rainbow encircles the throne of God, right? It's my throne. My butt is, I have a rainbow butt. Okay? Because I have a split butt. And my butt is the light. Okay? The universe is my butt. In magic. Okay? It is. That's what it is. Oh, I get so bored of having to explain this to people. People are going to pay a huge price for this. Oh, yeah. The world's full of jealous people, evildoers, haters, violence, rape, murder, theft, lies, lie after lie after lie after lie. And people want to cry over watermelons. Yeah, they want to cry about a watermelon. Yeah. Yeah. Strange world, huh? Oh, I've got my can of Monster here. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I sit on the ghost of Moses. Mo on. I've actually got, under my hoodie, I've got the, you see this? What's that? See the crescent moon and the star? Islamic. That's right, Islamic. Well, it was the only t-shirt I could see in my bedroom, so. Well, it was a t-shirt. I decided to pick it today. I'm God. I was the Lamb that was crucified. Yeah? Why is a lamb called Islam? Why? That's the thing, right? So, they join the religion of Islam, and then they say, yeah, but Jesus wasn't God. Right? So this, that's the thing, right? So they're trying to bring, it's evil, because they're trying to say that Jesus was like them. Yeah, because they say that they are Islamic. Islam. Yeah? It's the same as black people saying that they're rainbow. Yeah? It's like, no, you're not. You have nothing to do with the rainbow. You're black. Or you're brown. Right? That's a fact. Okay? Are you offended by that fact? Does it really, are your feelings hurt? Because you're not a rainbow? I mean, what the fuck? I mean, how many people, if I told you I was green, and I was a space alien that flies around in a UFO. And I said, if you don't believe me, well, you better go to fucking prison, you cunt. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, what? You would think I was totally fucking mad, wouldn't you? Well, I'm God, so technically I am an alien, but... And everyone alienates me. That's the thing. They don't want anything to do with me. They alienate me, right? They hate me. And well, yeah. Yeah, I'm not of this world. Yeah, I'm not of this world. My spirit is not of this world. Okay? My body, my temple, which my spirit is in, you know, it's formed from the dust of the earth. Yeah? Yeah, I have white skin, but, you know, still, my body was formed from the dust of the earth, you know? The soil, the elements, yeah, all that stuff, yeah? Flesh. You know, people who are black or brown, you know, the fact is, if you're of my spirit, you're of my spirit. Yeah? The flesh is not what matters. The flesh is, do you know what I mean? Like the flesh is the flesh. Okay? It's not spirit. It's not, it has nothing, the flesh is not spirit. Plain and simple. I mean, it's easy, you know, why do you think the world, I mean, this is whiskey, right? You know, people call whiskey, or some people call it scotch, right? I'm Scottish, by the way. Yeah, strange enough, right? This is probably the most, I mean, what's the most drunk alcoholic spirit, you know, and, you know, it's whiskey, isn't it? It's whiskey, bourbon, scotch. You know, it seems to be a favourite, doesn't it? It comes from the Highlands, doesn't it? It comes from the Highlands whiskey, doesn't it? Yeah, the Highlands. Why do they call it the Highlands, do you think? Yeah, why would they call that drink spirit? Yeah. The fact is that I am the one who is high, right? I'm God. I'm the one who's above everybody, right? And I came down and I landed on a land which is called the Highlands. Yeah, I was born in Aberdeen, in Scotland. Yeah, you seen the movie Highlander? With, what's his name? The actor, what's his name again? The French guy? Christopher Lambert. Oh yeah, you remember him? He was in Mortal Kombat. He played Raiden, you know, the guy with all the electricity bolts coming out of him. Yeah. You know, he could do bolts of electricity with his hands and whatever. Yeah, you know, kind of like Zeus or Thor. Yeah. Christopher Lambert. Now, why would they do that, do you think? Well, it's because words are magic. Okay? Hollywood likes to try to steal my power. Yeah? And people worship it. Yeah? They treat them like they're gods. Right? They look at all these Hollywood stars and, you know, music stars. You know, they call them stars and superstars, right? And they worship them like they're God. But when I'm here, they treat me like I'm trash. Because I'm God. Yeah? I was here 2,000 years ago, and guess what? They treated me like trash then as well. They murdered me. Yeah. So as the difference was 2,000 years ago, there were people who actually, they did say they loved me. There were some who listened to me. But I'm here right now, and the fact is nobody will listen to me. I don't know anyone who loves me. I don't know anybody. Things are a bit different this time. You know, I am Father. Okay? I was Jesus, but that's my past. Okay? And my butt, my rainbow butt, well, that's why it's my butt is basically, well, in a sense, it's dead. Right? I've got a dead butt. Because it's my past, it's what's behind me. Okay? I was nailed to the cross. You know, there were magical, you know, it's a magic thing that happened to me. So when people do anal sex, they're doing sodomy, right? They're doing, you know, it was said in the Bible that I was crucified in Egypt and Sodom. Egypt is about bondage, and Sodom is about anal sex. Yeah, that's what man has decided. He called sodomy anal sex. So bondage and anal sex. You know, why do so many people do it? Why do so many people do it? The fact is that is, you know, that's the thing. I'm God. I deserve justice. Okay? You know, do as I say, don't do as I do. Yeah? You're going to call me a hypocrite, are you? Well, I don't fucking care. I'm God. I make the rules. I made you. Okay? I don't have to. I did what I did, right? I did what I did. If people don't like the fact that I get to... That's the thing. The world is jealous of my destiny. It doesn't like that I get to be God. Yeah? Because other people wish that they were me. They wish they had my destiny. And so they want to fight me for it. And that's billions and billions and billions of people. And I'm very tired of it. And the fact is, you know, you see war, you see death, you see famine, you see poverty, you see disease. Well, yes, that's what the world deserves. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Yeah, death. Lots of death. Lots of blood. Lots of misery. Lots of suffering. Until I get what I want. Okay? I mean, look, you know, I made this video. I said, well, you know, I mentioned, you know, God is racist. Well, I mean, look, I am the truth. Okay? And there are people who do not like the truth. That is most people. They do not like the truth. So when they're confronted with the truth, they deny it. They say no. They don't want to know. Right? There are groups of people that when you tell them that them as a group of people have got a certain issue, they've got certain problems that they need to address, that they need to deal with, they say, no, we don't. We do what we like. You know, what are you talking about? We didn't do nothing, right? That's, you know, and then, you know, the world is sort of forced into this game of, you know, you can't say this or you can't say that, even though it's the truth, right? That's the problem. Well, the fact is, I'm God. I am the truth. So if you're denying the truth, you're denying me. Okay? And, you know, if you know, 90% of a group of people are going to play that stupid game, well, guess what? Guess where they're going? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm not going to say, oh, well, yeah, you know, you lied a bit, but whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I'm God. I'm white. If you hate white people, well, guess what? You hate God. All right? You hate people who look androgynous. Yeah? Well, guess what? I look androgynous. Yeah? I'm a very young-faced looking guy. You know, people think I'm young-faced. I'm 37 years old. Okay? I don't care if people think I look young-faced. Quite honestly. You know, I think I used to, you know, years and years and years ago. I guess it bothered me a bit. Yeah, it did. But now, I don't care. I really don't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care anymore. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to apologize for who I am or what I think. I'm the truth. I'm God. You know, humans, yeah? Well, there's another interesting word. I called man, didn't I? What's a hue? What's the definition of hue? Alright? Hue. H-U-E. Definition. You know, there's a guy called Hugh Grant. Have you heard of him? Hugh Grant? You know, Notting Hill? Yeah, you know Notting Hill Carnival? You've heard of that as well? Hugh Grant. Yeah, so what's the definition of hue then? It says, noun, 1, the property of colours by which they can be perceived as ranging from red through yellow. So that is the rainbow, isn't it, basically? Green, so it says from red through yellow, green and blue as determined by the dominant wavelength of the light. A particular gradation of colour, a shade or tint. Colour. So, human. Well, that's the thing, right? Because, you know, technically, black is considered to be the absence of colour. Okay, so technically it's, you know, well, this is the thing, man has decided, well, it's science as well, but it's also, yeah. But this is the thing, right? Because, you know, everyone on planet, you know, if you are a man, right, whether, you know, white or black or brown, you know, you're considered a hue man, right? But if you know, it basically means, but that's the thing, you know, white people are white. You know, white is, well, is light. White is light. Light, you know, like my light, God's light is pure white light. You know what I mean? But it's also, you know, and when split, it's rainbow, right? So yes, I am white and I'm rainbow, right? I'm good. Yeah, those are the colours associated with me. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways. I'm not, I mean, this is the thing, I'm Satan as well, so I'm not totally, you know, some people have said I've got dark humour, or, you know, I've got, you know, I've spent a lot of time in darkness. Let's put it that way. You know, I know the darkness. I know the light and I know the darkness, okay? I know both things, okay? You know, I said in the Bible, you know, I said to people, I said, what place does light have with darkness? I did say that, didn't I? Well, it's a question, isn't it? So what's the answer then? What is the answer? I mean, that's the thing, right? So if you're, you know, every non-white person, so anyone who's black or brown and yellow, they've come from another country, they've come to live in my country, well, technically they're a migrant. Yeah, a migrant. Well, that's the thing, my name is Grant, okay? And so everyone who's done that is technically drawing on my power. You know, they're walking around and they're thinking in their minds, because they're surrounded by demons, right? They're demons, and they think they're Grant. They think they're Grant. I said, me, Grant, yeah, I'm God. You know, it's, you know, I said to people, I said, first you must deny yourself. Yeah, you need to tell yourself you're not God. Yeah, because if you don't do that first, if you can't actually get over that hurdle of telling yourself you're not God, then you are reserved for the lake of fire. Okay, that's the only place you're going. That's literally where you're headed. You know, you're on the path of destruction. Okay, so you know the most important thing you could have done is deny yourself and say you're not good. But then again, you know what demons do? They use binding magic against me. They try to bind me with that word, not. Yeah. So let me say it again. You know, you have to tell yourself you're not good. Yeah. You see how it can work both ways, right? So you could, you know, which word are we saying? Is it K-N-O-T or is it N-O-T? You know, is it not or no? So, you know how confusing Babel gets, and witchcraft and word magic, voodoo. Yeah, you want to be a voodoo man? I mean, that's the thing. I'm the source of all magic and power. Yeah, I'm the voodoo man. Yeah, I'm the voodoo man. I'm good. Yeah, I'm the voodoo man. You know, you're not gonna out voodoo God, right? You're not gonna. You don't get to beat God at that game. Nah, you don't. So, you know, throw away your chicken bones. Yeah, put them in the bin. Yeah. Yeah. Those who practice magic arts and divination and witchcraft and voodoo, yeah, guess what? Where you're going? Yeah, you're going to the lake of fire. And that includes tarot and oracle cards. Okay? And sex magic. And idolatry. Yeah, sexual immorality. Fornication. Yeah, all that stuff, yeah. You know, if you hadn't denied yourself and asked for forgiveness and repented, then, yeah, you're not going to heaven. Yeah, I'm not, you know, I'm not playing around. I'm not, you know, I've suffered a lot, and I really don't feel like being merciful. I don't really feel like that at all. I feel like destroying those who hate me, plain and simple. You know, if you have offended me, and you haven't apologized for it, well, guess what? You know, I'm not gonna go easy on you, probably. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, my stomach. Yeah, that's the physical matter who wants to speak as well, you know. Likes to interject sometimes. Yeah. Anyways, I mean, you know what I mean? I could go through so many. I'm going to have to do a separate video for this. I think I'll split this into another video and give it another title. I think I'll call it God is Racist. Because that is a really important topic to discuss here. Because it is. It is. Because how are you going to say that God... Well, that's the thing, right? You know... Yeah, I'll save that for the next video. Okay? You know, that's the thing. Well, that's the thing. God is the truth. I am the truth. Okay? And I tell the truth. If I think a group of people are mostly evil, right, and they have serious problems that they need to, you know, they've got issues with, I'm going to say it. And the world, those evil people, what will they say about that? Well, they'll say that's racist and that's evil. Yeah, they will. Because they're evil. Yeah, that's how it is. Guess what? You know, evil people don't like being called out. They don't like being told that they're evil. You know, and then they want to say that, no, they're not evil, you're evil. You know, they want to say God is evil. Well, guess what? You know, that's the thing, you know. There are going to be people who are going to recognize me as God and love me, and they're going to be people who think I'm the devil, and they're going to think I'm Satan. They're going to think I'm Lucifer. They're going to think, you know, and that's the thing. Like I said, I am actually both. Yeah, I'm God and I'm Satan. Yeah, but, you know, obviously different people are going to experience me differently. Yeah, you know, if you love me and I love you, then you're going to see my nice side. You're going to see the nice side of me, right? And you know, and those who abandoned me, yeah, they left me, yeah, they are going to experience my wrath. Yeah? How hard is it to understand? So, humans. Yeah, humans. I could do a video on that as well. I am human. Yeah. That's right. So, I'm going to call this video Watermelon, Felon, Ellen. So, maybe I should explain that a little bit more. So, That's the thing. It's interesting because that's the thing. Magically, the word watermelon is associated with the water that comes from the throne of God. Because water, M means but, L means God, and on means, well, yeah, sitting on the throne in heaven. Yeah, I'm God. Well, I'm sat right here. The heaven, I am heaven. In fact, my surname is Salvin. Yeah, heaven, heaven. Right? Heaven. Yeah, you've heard of Vin Diesel. He was in a film called XXX. Yeah, Triple X. Christ. Vin Diesel. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Whenever you see XXX, well, do you ever think, well, it means Christ? Because, you call Christmas Xmas. Yeah? Let's just call it XXXmas, yeah? Why not, huh? Or anyone who goes on the social media platform X, yeah? It's Christ. Everyone's Christ on social. That's the thing, right? What does Christ mean? It means anointed. So why do you think everyone wants to be on X? Yeah? Or SpaceX, yeah? SpaceX, Elon Musk. Well, it's the thing, the word Elon's in the word watermelon, isn't it? See, Elon, really, I'm Elon. That's the thing, I'm Elon. I'm Elon. Okay? And that's the thing, right? I'm talking to you through a lens. Yeah? I'm talking to you through a camera lens. Right? So, Ellen, like Ellen DeGeneres, right? ELLEN, right? Right? So, EL means God. And LEN, well, that's the thing, right? I'm Len. Right? I am Len. Okay? The camera lens, well, the lens that I'm talking to you through, well, it's mine. I'm Len, and that is lens. Yeah, because it's mine. I'm Len. Yeah? What was that film of Mice and Men? The guy was played by, John Malkovich. And he played Lenny. And, he was working on the farm, wasn't he? Harvesting the crops. Yeah. And he was very dumb, and he killed a woman, didn't he? He crushed some man's hand. Yeah, and all that stuff. And he killed the wabbits. Yeah, and he got shot in the head. Yeah, well, that's the thing, with a camera. What do you do with it? Well, you use it to shoot a video or shoot picture, and take a photo shot, right? So, I'm being shot in the head with my camera lens. Yeah, Len. Ellen. Yeah, watermelon, felon. Yeah, you understand? It might sound ridiculous to you, but it really is how words work, right? It's babble. So, language has been confused. I confused it. Man, that's the thing, that's the thing, different languages. That's the thing, demons fight me with words. Okay? People fight me with words, and I fight with them with words. Yeah? I win, because I'm God. I am the Word. I'm the Word become flesh. Okay, human? If that's what you want to call yourself. Rainbow Man. Rainbow Man. You know what an ass hat is? Yeah, an ass hat. Yeah. Ass hat. Yeah. I might have to put that thing on soon, actually. If I'm going to shave my head, it's going to be cold. But then everyone will be like, oh, look at him, he looks like a neo-Nazi. He shaved his head. I remember the first time I shaved my head when I was young. You know, well, I was at boarding school, and I shaved my head, and the other boys would joke. They used to say that I looked like a neo-Nazi because I shaved my head. Yeah. Well, technically I was Jesus of Nazareth. Yeah, I was. Yeah. Naz. Oh, isn't there? Oh, yeah, it's that gay black guy, isn't there? He's called Naz, isn't he? Yeah. Oh, and yeah, what's a NAS drive? A NAS drive? So, you know, if you have network area storage, you know, you have like a little tower of hard disks, you know, and you connect it to your network, and then you can, you know, you can have it's centralized storage for your network. So you can have all your photos and videos and whatever on there, right? All your important stuff. I've never owned a NAS drive, actually. Anyways. Whatever. Cloud storage. Cloud storage. See the Son of Man coming in the clouds. XXX. Oh look, the sun's outside as well. Yeah. You go outside every single day, you see the sun in the clouds. Yeah. I am the light of the world. The sun. That's why the light is supposed to, well, that's the thing. It shines from my past, my bum. And that's why I'm being sexually attacked by demons. Moses is behind me, attacking me. I made a lot of videos explaining a lot of things. So if you want more explanations, well, you know, watch more of my videos. And also, that's the thing, I'm Ellen, right? And they're effing me. You know, Moses is effing me. So, you know, Felon. Yeah, watermelon, Felon, Ellen. Yeah, you see how it all... I mean, that's the thing, you know, about, well, you know, there's that guy, he calls himself Elon Musk. Well, that's the thing, he is my you know, he's a witch trying to pretend that he is my odor. Okay? He wants to be my odor. My odor. Okay? And he's the richest guy in the world. You know, people always say I stank. Yeah. They said I was a stinky guy. That's because so many people have done so much witchcraft against me. It's been a horrible battle for me. You know, it's made me very anxious and paranoid and self-conscious. Now, there's an interesting phrase, eh? Self-conscious. Yeah, I'm good. I am conscious of who I am. You understand? I'm the Red Dragon. I'm God. I'm Satan. This is my last Marlboro Red. I mean, this is the thing, right? Because when the Black Lives Matter thing started, you know, people are saying, Black Lives Matter. And they're doing it with the communist fist. And obviously communism is associated with hating God. Yeah? So, you know, that's the first red flag. Yeah? And obviously a lot of people who were actually involved, the organizers of Black Lives Matter were actually, there were a lot of witches involved with that. I mean, there were actually videos on the internet of them practicing witchcraft on video and claiming to be witches. Okay? You know, they're like literally telling everybody that's what they are. And obviously, you know, people, you know, when people said all lives matter, a lot of people did not like that. Well, that indicates that they're evil, because if they really think that saying all lives matter is a bad thing, then they have some serious issues. Okay? They really do. I mean, the fact is that, you know, black people have been living with white people for quite a while now. And, you know, I don't really think black people have much to complain about, really. They really don't. And the thing is, a lot of them don't like to be criticized in any way. They don't like to be told when they're wrong or what they're doing is wrong. You know, they want to just say that's racism. And, you know, they don't want to, you know, it's easy to just say you're racist. You know, it's very easy to just say, yeah, but the only reason you said that is because you're racist. You know, it's very easy to do that, you know. It's very easy to say, yeah, the only reason you're saying that is because you're racist. You know, it's so easy to do that. It's so easy to, you know, the accusation of racism it's like a weapon. It's a weapon that people like to use to win arguments. But it's not actually winning the argument. It's shutting down the argument. It's shutting down debate that needs to be had. But they don't want to have it, so they shut down the debate by saying racism. Very easy, isn't it? So, you know, these are people who don't like truth. They don't want to know truth. I mean, there are black people who are, you know, they don't have a problem. You know, they you know, they don't try to shut down the debate like that. And obviously, you know, I admire that. Yeah, I'm happy that they don't do that. Yeah. But like I said, most people are evil. They really are. You know, I said to the Israelites, I said, if you don't love me, well, guess what? Your enemies will overtake you. And they'll destroy you. And that's exactly what's happening, right? So, well, that's the thing, right? So if you know, if my country gets totally flooded with migrants, then, you know, well, it will cease to be a white country. It will cease to be, you know, England will cease to be, you know, white people will cease to be. They won't exist any longer, right? They'll be gone. They'll be displaced by other people, yeah? And they're all called migrants, and I'm called Grant. Yeah, you know, this is how I'm God and I destroy people. Yeah, I don't care if white people don't love me, then guess what? They're getting destroyed. You know, I control everything. Okay, I'm God. My power is my power. I told them that if they turn their back on me, then I'll turn my back on them. Yeah. Well, I said, you know, that's the thing. I said if they abandon me, if they walk away from, if they choose not to have a relationship with me, if they choose that they're not, you know, I mean, I can't. If you do not have a good relationship with me, then I can't bless you. Okay, I will not bless you. So that's how it is. Okay. I mean, the other thing is, you know, obviously white people, you know, they were Christians, and they spread the gospel around the world, you know, and that includes Africa, and other places, right? But there are a lot of churches. I mean, you know what I mean? There's so many churches in the world, and all they're about is the, you know, they're there because they want blessings and they want money, you know. They want God to bless them, but that's all they're there for, really. You know, it's like, you know, if I came round to your house, knocked on your door, and just put my hand out and said, "Well, give us some money." You know, it's like no, fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I thought you loved me, and I love you, then blessing you isn't a problem. You know, I will do that. But for people who are just looking for a handout, well, you can fuck off. Yeah, that's how it is. Intention is important, isn't it? Yeah. I'm God and I don't like being used by people. You know, nobody wants to be used. So why would God be any different? Yeah, I don't want to be used by evil people. My entire life that's all it's ever been. Evil people using me, trying to acquire my power and my authority. You know, they want to do witchcraft against me. Well, they get destroyed. That's what's going to happen to them. They will get destroyed. You know, I tell people who I am. I tell them what they're guilty of. And they still deny me. They still deny everything they've done. They say no. They call me a liar. They call me evil. So, you know, to them I will be Satan. To them I will be the red dragon. To them I will be the devil. And their destroyer. Okay. So, I think I'll leave this video here. And I'll probably make another video soon. Okay.